Hey friends, welcome back to your channel Stock Dr. RR. You all know in this channel we do pure technical analysis on US as well as Indian stock market and some of the commodities. Today we are going to analyze US indexes and some of the important commodities. Before we go and do the analysis, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so that all future videos whenever I will post here, you will get the notification and it will help you to do your own analysis. So here we will talk about some of the indexes and the commodities. So if you have seen my video last week, this video, I have clearly mentioned that I am looking for a 1.5% to 5% correction in the market. And you saw that last week market corrected. So let's see what the price action is saying for coming week. If you see here, we are now talking about US 100 means Nasdaq 100, right? You see here on the day time frame. Okay, this is the day time frame. If you see here clearly, you see that it has given a very good trend line, right? This is the trend line. You see here many times it took support here, right? This is the same thing I mentioned last week. And now if you see, index has high probability to come back here, right? Take support and then again, rise from here, right? And then might come back here and again rise up here. Or once it take this support, it will go up and maybe break out from here, maybe give a breakout from here. Okay, so this is the day time frame. Let's talk how it is showing us on the weekly as well as hourly time frame. Okay, so let's move on to the weekly chart here. Okay, change it to weekly and we will zoom it. See, clear cut, you will see here we got the index, we got the I mean uh, see, it indicated almost 3 weeks back, right, on weekly chart, that it has created a bearish engulfing pattern, right? What do we mean by bearish engulfing? The first candle is green and the next candle is red and market should be in the uptrend, right? So this is a bearish engulfing pattern. Okay, and at the same time, you see here RSI was also exhausted on the weekly time frame, right? So this is a clear indication on the weekly time frame that high probability that market might correct from here. You see here last time also it created bearish engulfing on the weekly candle, right? Uptrend, RSI over 70, bearish engulfing, market gives a downtrend. Okay, if you see here after that market reversed up, and then you see here it has created a hanging man pattern, right? It's a one day pattern, hanging man, right? Hanging man on the top of the market, right? Then market corrected from here. Okay, again you see here it's a bearish harami pattern. Okay, and from here again it went down, again it gave a bearish engulfing, went down, right? And this you can call it as a bearish harami or a bearish piercing pattern. Okay, here is a bearish engulfing, and now here we have the bearish piercing pattern. Bearish piercing pattern means first candle is green, second candle is red, and that is penetrate the first candle by more than 50%, right? So I am see, we are going through this very slowly because I just want to explain you the concept about this price action. Okay, now if you see here, I clearly mentioned that 15,700 it has the support, and then we have the next support at 15,150. And I think that 15,150 will come, but let's see, market is supreme. Okay, if we analyze on the hourly chart, okay, see hourly chart, you clearly saw here, when I posted the video, I said that 15,700 is the support. It took the support multiple times on the hourly chart, right? First support, second, third, fourth, and fifth. And then again, it bounced from there, means buying happened from here. But now we are not sure whether this buying is strong or not. How we will understand that this buying is strong or genuine buying, right? I mean, from here it took support many times. For that, we need to wait that index should cross above 16,000 16,000 points. If it cross above 16,000 points and stay there for few hours, then definitely first target will be 16,150. Second target will be 16,200, and the next target is 16,350. So our idea is clear, right? If market sustain above 16,000, then you can see these all targets, right? Now let's talk opposite way. If market start trading below 15,700, right? But now which candle we are looking for below 15,700? We are looking for candles like this, right? It should close below 15,600, 700. You saw here, it didn't close below 15,700. We need this kind of candle, right? Like this red candles, right? Means what? On the hourly time frame, market is staying below 15,700. If that will happen, right, then it will go for the next target of 15,400, right? And then our final target of 15,150. I hope my idea is clear to you all. Now, next we will talk about the Dow Jones. Dow Jones is also following the same kind of pattern you can see here. First, we will talk on the day time frame. Day time frame, clear cut I mentioned, right? That market is going to give a dip, right? I think I posted that video on 15th of December. I posted it 5 days back, means I posted it on the Monday, I think, right? And you see here, on Monday I posted, and then it went down. Tuesday went down, Wednesday went up, Thursday went down, and Friday it closed below the Wednesday's low, right? So idea is clear here also. You can see it has created this kind of pattern before. See, first, second top, third, right? And now fourth, it is, either it can, go like this, right? Or it might, come here, right? And again, like create like this. But it has to take the support on this trend line, right? Which I have drawn. I might be wrong, but price action says like this. Okay. And on the day time frame, there is no other kind of pattern. Let's talk what it is showing on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, you can see here, it has created a kind of evening star pattern, right? First day is green, second is kind of doji, and third is a red, right? And RSI was, almost um, near 70%. If you see in the past, on the weekly time frame, here it created the hanging man, right? And then went down, and then you can see here on the trend line it took the support, right? It created a bullish engulfing pattern, clear cut, and then from there it went up. Okay, so now here what we are seeing on the weekly chart, on the in the current state, it is it has created almost a bearish engulfing pattern, not complete but almost, right? Because it is almost near 50% of the first candle, right? So let's move on to the hourly chart and understand what it is showing. So today's video will be kind of lengthy, because I wanted to explain you in depth, and I wanted to go very slowly so that you all can understand what the price action and how we can conclude on that, right? So on the hourly time frame, the same thing, like 35,400, okay, is the resistance, right? Dow Jones is facing at this point of time. It has closed below 35,300, 35,400, okay, in last few hours, okay. So now next, if it is not holding 35,400, then high probability that it can go back to 35,000, 34,800, right? Means almost uh 600 points downside from here, okay. Means almost 2%. If it will not hold 34,800, then it might come back to 34,000 range, okay, where we are having the long term trend line support. If it comes here, then this is the best place where we can initiate some longs, okay. We can initiate some longs here also, right? Longs means we can create a buy position here and some here in this point. Now, if if index starts trading above 35,400 from here, then we should wait for it to cross 35,700 so that it can have the potential to touch previous resistance. Previous resistance is lying, I mean all-time high is lying around 36,100, this one, right? So these are the previous, this is the previous top. It might try to reclaim that. I hope you got the clear idea on the support and resistance for the Dow Jones. Now we will talk about some of the commodities. Okay, first we will go with the gold, then we'll go with the silver, and then crude oil and the natural gas. For the gold, you can see from last so many days I'm saying the same thing. Gold will be clear cut by only above $1,880. Once it starts trading above $1,880, my targets are very big. Okay, the first small target will be around 1,920, then we have 1,960, right? But my target is kind of $2,100, right? But what is the condition? It should stay and hold above $1,880, right? Right now this gold is trading in this range, okay. Now this is the range between 1,760 and 1,880. If you have seen my last video, I clearly mentioned that if gold comes near 1,760, it will give one opportunity to buy. You see here, it came to 1,760 and then bounced back. See, I posted video when it was around 1,795, okay, 1995 level, and then it came down to 1,760, and from 1,760 it gave a quick bounce on 1,804. Okay, it might go towards the top of the channel, right, or near 1,860, and again might travel back here, right? Or it can travel like this, right? And one day it will create this kind of candle and it stays above this candle for 1 or 2 days. Then definitely it is going to break the trend line resistance as well as horizontal resistance, and then it will shoot up from here, right? Now, on the opposite contrary side, once gold starts trading below 1,740 levels, right? 1,740, or you can say 1,720 levels, right? Then there are a lot of downsides in the gold, right? So we are not going to talk about that downside now, because we will see in the next week, review in the next week what is it will going to do. Or you can say that once you start trading below 1,720, right, on the closing basis, then the first target it has around 1,680, second target it has around you can see here, that's around 1,560, and the final target is around 1,400, okay, 1400. Okay, so these are the lower targets for the gold. Now we will move on to the next commodity, which is crude oil. Let's first, sorry, silver. But before we go to silver, we want to see gold in the weekly time frame as well. So weekly time frame also, you can see it is trading very nicely in this tight range, right? And definitely, I think, once the gold will break this range upside or downside, we will be having a very good opportunity, okay, to earn good money. Okay, whichever side it will move, we will have the entry on the that side. Okay, now we are going to talk about silver. Okay, on the silver you can see clearly, okay, this is the weekly chart, but I want to show first day time frame. You can go and see this video one more time and you can see what I mentioned about the silver. I clearly mentioned that silver is having very good support here. You can see this line, right? The first support is in this area and the second support is coming around $20. It took the support on this area, you can see very clearly, and it bounced back from there. Now what is the reason? See, previously it has the support here and then it bounced back from here to this point. Now it got support here and it bounced back from here, because the other important point was the RSI was over exhausted, right? Now on the day time frame, we don't have any price action which says that silver is bullish. Okay, it took the support and bounced back from there, that's fine. But when we will conclude that it is bullish, okay, for that there are two things. Okay, first, it should start trading about $23. Okay, then it can go back towards $24, and the bigger targets it will be having when it will cross the this trend line. Okay, when silver will start trading about this trend line, so you can say this is above $25. Once it start trading about $25, then we will talk about the bigger targets. Okay, or you can see the bigger targets are like $26, $27, and $28, which was previous high. Okay, like this. Now, on the contrary, on the downside, if you see here, if it break this, support area, then it can go back towards $20, and if it stays below $20, then it can go further down towards $80 also, $18 also. But there is a very good support. The first support is here, which we saw, and it bounced from there. The second big support is around 19.89, means we can say around figure $20, because you can see here two times or many times it took support here. Okay, so it took resistance here, it took the resistance here, came down, right? Took the resistance here and then went up. And here also you can see that it took the resistance and went down. So this is the most important line. Okay, once you start trading below that, then silver is in the negative zone. Next we have the crude oil. Before that, I want to show the weekly chart for the silver. If we are seeing some pattern, see, on the weekly chart you can see it's a bullish hammer, right? Kind of hammer pattern it has created. Okay, or you can see, yeah, it's a hammer actually. And what is the criteria for the hammer? It should be in the downtrend, right? One day hammer pattern, RSI is quite good. Oh, sorry, volume is better than the last volume, and RSI might start picking up from here, right? So high probability that silver might go back towards 23 and the $24. Friends, in case you are liking, you are understanding whatever I'm mentioning in this video, don't forget to like this video and don't forget to share it with your friends and family members. The next we have is crude oil. Crude oil we will see on the first on the daytime frame. You see that here it is from last many days it is facing resistance here. Okay, this is the resistance here, or you can see on the hourly time frame also. Clear cut, it is saying that it is facing this resistance here, second, third, and fourth. Okay, these are the four times it took resistance on the hourly chart, and now it is trading here. Okay, now it might come back to 68 and 66 level. Okay, now when we should be bullish in the crude oil, once it starts trading above $23 for sorry $73. Once it starts trading above $73, then high probability that crude will reverse from there and it might go back towards 76 and $78. But looking at the current structure, right, market structure or the chart, it is showing us a downtrend. Okay, yeah, and high probability that it can come towards 68, 66, and $64, right? The crude oil has the uh, good long-term support around $62, $61.50 on round figure, and the second is $57.30. Now if we see the weekly chart, what it's saying on the weekly chart, we are not seeing any particular uh, pattern, or you can say price action. Okay. Now the next we have natural gas. For the natural gas, let's see the day time frame. On the day time frame, you can see here natural gas almost traveled from 6.5 to 3.69 in last 2 months. You can say here means it gave a very good correction. Okay, price range from 6.3 to almost 3.6, almost 43% downside. Now, if I just a moment, if I change it to the weekly time frame, on the weekly time frame, we are not getting any price action here. Okay, it's a kind of bearish engulfing, but RSI is already down, right? And market is already in the down zone. So, uh, and if you have seen my last video, I clearly mentioned that natural gas might travel back to $3.3, right? And it went down after we did the analysis. So now if we see on the hourly time frame for the natural gas, you can see multiple times it took the support here on 3.65, right? So this is just so yeah. So you can see here from this zone, it might give one bounce. Okay, you travel back here and then go down, or or maybe maybe once it starts trading below this, right, then it will have the target of $3.3. I hope you guys understood whatever I mentioned in this video. In this video, this time we did weekly analysis also. Sorry, analysis on the weekly time frame also. Now, I want to give you guys one more information. Uh, from my past experience or all the historical data which I studied, I understood one important thing in US or as well as Indian market. When market give correction or crash, okay, uh, first small caps, give big correction, then mid cap give the correction, and then large caps give the correction. And when market starts, coming up from the correction, right, reverse from the correction, it's a large cap who goes up first, then mid cap, and then small cap. Meaning, large cap fall at the last, and large cap turns up at first. That means large cap is the best investment, or large cap stocks is the safest investment, where when market crash, they fall last, and when market backs up, they start going up first, right? So it's a last in, first out. All right, friends, I hope this video will help you to do more technical analysis, understand the price action, and it will help you to take your investment as well as trading decision accordingly. Before taking any decision, do your due diligence and work accordingly. And last but not least, if you have not subscribed to this channel, subscribe it, share it with your friends, like, give comments if you want something else from this video, or if you think that this video helped you in any way. All right, so let's learn and earn together. Thank you. Bye.